Thinking class, we're here. We're about to get started. I hope you're ready for the thinking class because we're about to get started. I keep getting dinged with the music, so I got to bring my own music up. So we got to bring my own music up.
You sure you're not an actor?
The thinking class is here. Let's get it. Buenos dias, chat room.
I swear.
Shout out
so
to the
dramatic.
thinking class.
You're real dramatic.
We're here.
You sure you're not an actor too?
Had to play my own music. I keep getting dinged, so I can't
I
advertise.
swear, you're so dramatic. You're real dramatic. You sure you're not
Let's get
an
it going.
actor too?
The spiritual side of the game. The spiritual side of the game.
I swear, you're so dramatic. You're real dramatic. You sure you're not an
The
actor too?
spiritual side of the game. Let's get it.
I swear, you're so dramatic.
Whoa.
You
Let's
sure
get
you're
it.
not an actor too?
Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and
I
guess what?
swear, you're so dramatic.
Patreon
You're
is
real
set up.
dramatic.
Let's get it.
You sure you're not an actor too?
Let's get it. Lawrence D. Adams. The
I
thinking
swear,
class.
you're so dramatic. You're real dramatic.
Your spiritual connection.
You sure you're not an actor too?
I see the comments. I don't advertise it much.
I swear,
In fact,
you're
I
so
became a minister
dramatic.
back in 2000.
You're real
All
dramatic.
right. The
You
like
sure you're
button.
not an actor
Get it.
too?
Lawrence D.
I swear, you're
Adams.
so dramatic. You're real dramatic.
Let's get it. Let's get it. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we're here live. I'm actually looking for some more music that I've got going on. That's my music. It ain't anybody else's music, so nobody can say I'm using that music. It's my music. I did it. I created it. So let's get it going. Salute to the thinking class. Salute to everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're going to talk about it today. We're sort of going to piggyback what Alfie was doing over there on his channel. We might talk about that Kendrick and Kundalini. that sexual energy, the spiritual side of the game. The spiritual side of the game. Get the lights up. Let's get going. We got a couple more minutes before we start, and I'm going to start going right in. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Shout out to the people class. Got to use my own music now. So let's get going. Speaking class going to start in 4 minutes and counting. Kept getting dinged. I get tired of getting dinged, so I had to use my own music. So let's go. Let's go. Get the lights up. Let's get the comments going. We about to get this in this spiritual side of the game. I'm excited. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go today. Been up since early this morning. Had to take care of some business late at night. LGA is ready. Let's get it. I'm all the way in my bedroom. Now I'm coming out my bedroom. Going out my bedroom and going back to, let me lock this door while I'm talking all this stuff. Shout out to the thinking class. Get the lights up. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to talk about the spiritual side of the game. The spiritual side of the game. We got 2 minutes and we're going to start. Get the lights up. Shout out to everybody in Viking Paradigm. What's going on? Sigma, Don the W, Tish, Too Easy. Who else is in there? Where's Dre? Fierce Soul is here today. Dre, there you go. I was looking for you. DJ Troy, what's going on? Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Let's get it going. Might activate that. The Patreon is set up. The Patreon is set up. True. What's going on? Trey, you're all right. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Travis here. What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on? You are already blessed and are experiencing it. Your being here is your proof. Keep your mind open. I've been waiting 3 days strong. Stay hungry. I love it. What's going on, Trav? What's going on? What's going on? So let's get this. We got 1 minute and we're gonna get it going. 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 Because you know what? It's so important that people get what we're talking about. That's my niece messaging me. I had to check out Fake Five. Yeah, better check out 5 for some paid production, right? Fiverr, right? Yeah, I might have to do that. So yeah, we gonna get it started in a minute. We about to get going. Y'all ready? So let's get it going. Salute. Cerise is in the building, thinking class. TTC is in the building. Let's get it. I don't like that. I want something smooth to be playing in the background. I'm trying to find my music that I got, that I created around this John. I didn't realize I had so many files here. So many files here in my arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this sounds like. Let me see. I haven't played this in a while. Trying to. Oh, okay, it ain't gonna let me play it. But yeah, we're gonna get busy right here in a second. Waiting for Jono to come through. I think this might be. Let's see what this is. So we're gonna get going in a few minutes talking about the spiritual side of the game. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Let me know in the chat room. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Come on. Let's go. Original LGA beat. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on. Got to play my own music. Get it. Come on. Ready. Come on. Come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. 1, 8. LDA original. Get it. LDA's original. Get it. Hey. Get it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. LDA, get it. You ain't heard it nowhere else. Come on, we got John on here. We about to get it. Come on, come on. I had to play my own music, man. I kept getting dinged.
Really?
Yeah. So they won't let me put advertising. I had to put my own beat on.
We're playing the royalty-free ones.
Yeah, I kept going royalty-free, no content. I mean, you know, and it still kept dinging me. I play my own music now. Just get it. Guess what? Patreon is set up, Jono. So guess this is what the Patreon is going to be. Let me drop the music a little bit. The Patreon is only $7.77. So $7.77. So the Patreon, so yeah, styling and profiling. You know how it is. LDA got to do it. I've been up at the bank taking period. I'm going to try to get that. Yeah, yes, light that fire beat, huh? We won, yeah. So the Patreon is only $7.77 a month for the membership. I was up last night trying to go to sleep and get it done, but I got it done. Had to clean some stuff up. It still need to be cleaned up a little bit more. So yes, so the Patreon is what? $7.77. I got to send you the link for it. Why is it $7.77? I could have put 666. Then everybody would have been like, "Oh my God, it's the devil."
777 is right in the slot machine.
Right. We're trying to get you to win. What's up, Joe Blas? What's going on? The enforcer, Joe Blas. So it's $7.77 a month. Think about that. That's less than a half. That's you can't get a meal at Chick-fil-A for that amount.
Like 30 cents a day.
Yeah. 30, think about that. About 30 cents a day. You get to get content that's going to be strictly behind the wall. And you can't beat that. You ain't gonna miss that $7.77.
It's actually 20 cents if you count the weekends.
Oh. So the Patreon is set up. So I've got to do one more step. Me and Jono got to do a test on there. Once we run a test on there, then it'll be ready to go. Because I got to figure out how to take this over there. Because you can do YouTube or you can do another way. So we're going to figure it out. So I got to do a test with you. So let's go, man. Let's talk about this. I'm excited, man. The spiritual side of the game. The spiritual side of the game. Let me drop my camera down. You know, there you go. The spiritual side of the game. We talked about some things yesterday, but we said today we want to talk about, of course, being connected, but the other side is how your connection is in direct correlation with everyone around you.
It's true. So
we want to talk about that, how your connection is your direct correlation to what was going on around you. So in Alpha, they went left with it. They didn't know they were touching on the subject a little bit. They talked about Tantra and they talked about Kundalini. That's definitely different. That's energy, that's spiritual stuff. But I don't think everybody ready to talk about that, because you talk about the tantra. So let me do a little. I gotta, as somebody would say, Reverend Ike would say, I'm gonna wet my whistle a little bit. So think about it. There's a way to touch a woman without touching her with your energy and with your words.
That's true.
But the thing of it is this, salute. So the only thing of it is, you need to be connected spiritually to do that. You need to be connected spiritually to do that. So it's so important for you to understand why we're talking about the spiritual side of the game, because many people, like I said on Monday, are only focusing on your relationship side of it, or the emotional, or working on yourself. But no one's talking about the spiritual side of the game, where you operate, like we said yesterday, limitless.
It's true. Or tap into the energy that makes it limitless.
Right.
That energy is on the spiritual plane. It's not on the physical.
No. So that's the spiritual side of the game. So you, like I said, I didn't want to go there. Salute. I see Trav saying I can't say what I see what he wrote, but I may flash it right quick. You see it? So you can be in California and she's in Florida, and since you're tapped into the spirit and she is, you can have a connection on that level. So I'll give a story. There was this lady who dated this guy who was, she was in America and he was in Africa, and they would just talk. They never met up. They had such a great bond with each other. Of course, emotionally, they never got physical because they were two different continents. Africa is a continent. I got to say that because some people didn't know that. Africa is a continent. Anyway, so he was living his life, and she knew when he was going to call, and vice versa, because of the connection they had on the spiritual level. One day he grew sick and she felt something wasn't right, and she couldn't pick up what it was. So all day she's doing her normal routine, but she said, something is not right. I'm not sure what it is. Then all of a sudden she got a call from him and said he's been in the hospital for some number of days.
Wow.
And so what she was able to do was she was able to pray for him and talk to him and everything like that. But she was also able to tap into the spiritual side of it and commune with him on that level. So I think a lot of times people miss the importance of the spiritual side of the game. Is deeper than the sexual part, is deeper than just the mental or the physical. Is when you tap into the spiritual side of the game. And we're not talking no voodoo, hoodoo, and we're not talking that. You're not talking religion. We're talking about pure spirit, when you're connected with someone else's spirit. And like we said yesterday, sometimes you might be connected and the other person is not. So you may have to, sometimes you realize that you're with someone and they're draining your spirit and you don't even know why.
Right. There isn't an even connection.
Correct. So it's like the example you gave me with the Wi-Fi, 5G and 2.4 Wi-Fi, two different channels, right? Right.
Exactly. You literally have the same connection with two different channels. And what happens is, in the case of the technology, we want to separate the frequencies so you don't have anything on the same frequency interfering with the bandwidth. But in terms of spiritual side with people, you want the connection to be two ways, because what happens is, if you are giving more than you're receiving, what happens is the frequency is not going to be maintained properly. It has to be, you both have to understand what that connection is. And if a person is vibing with you and you're not vibing with them, it's like you almost have to reestablish the connection to make it right, or else you're going to have too much give and take. And that's when they call the situation toxic, or this person's draining me, or this person's, doing harm to my, overall well-being. The same thing happened. You could be the problem too. And you would just get into a situation where you just accept everybody's, everything a person has to, offer you without any exchange and pour them back into that person's spirit. And what happens is you could be draining them. They could become, things may look nice now, but have you been in a situation where things went bad over time? And it's probably because one of you were pulling from the situation unevenly and didn't have a chance to live.
So the question you got to ask for what you just said is, are you draining someone spiritually, or are you being drained spiritually? So that's why we're talking about the importance of connection when it comes to relationship. We already talked about this side of it. Now let's talk about the relationship side of it, because that's what you guys want to know. We'll cover the sex part. Don't worry about that. We'll cover that. But are you really ignoring the facts that, are you truly connected, and are you life-giving, or are you life-taking?
It's true. It's true. Are you sucking the spirit out of somebody when you deal with them on the phone, and when you go into their face, and when you have a conversation, all of a sudden, actually, here's a good way to figure it out. Are you the one always starting a conversation with some people? They never call you. They never deal with you. They never even contact you for any reason at all, right? But all of a sudden, when you pick up the phone, you call them, they're like, you hear that, oh man. And then all of a sudden, it's like you feel like they already feel like they're getting drained before the conversation even starts. That's a sign that you're probably, even though you may not feel like it, you are draining them. And they don't feel like you bring value to them, so they don't even deal with you. So I know people like this. They call you only when they need something. They call you only when they want to get something from you, and they only want to hear the information that you have. And they never bring anything to the table. And then they wonder, like, hey, this guy never calls me, but I'm the one making the phone calls. You should understand, you're not the one. You're not doing that effort to make the relationship interesting. No, they're really just being nice and haven't figured out a way to end it. You know what I'm saying? And this is with friendships, this is with family, and this is also in relationships. We are not conscious of who we, if you don't have that person picking up, if that person doesn't pick up the phone, there's a real reason why they don't do that. And you're supposed to be friends. That's why we want you to understand the importance of the spiritual side of the game, recognizing that you are a spirit. So when it comes to the interrelationship with people, marriage, business, or wherever the case may be, guess what? You're able, like you said, Jono, you're able to recognize the red flags. You're able to recognize, like, this person is about to drain my energy. Yeah. So that's why it's so important. Why are we talking about the spiritual side of the game? Because everybody can get you on the mental side, or they can get you on the physical side. But what about the spiritual side of this? What about, she's one of my longest friends. Angie Wiscup, she's been my friend for over, wow, so my kids are grown. Wow, over almost 20 years. Not almost 20 years, about 15 years. So the spiritual side, and she knows my teachings. All my teachings, she knows. So the spiritual side is so important when it comes to, that's why there can be an imbalance between you and the other person, not just on the physical level, or not just on the mental level, but on the spiritual level. That person may not be part of your spiritual, have we ever talked about this? Your spiritual tribe. They may not be. Go ahead. Say it again. They may have the physical. She might have the bumps in the trunk. Girl, get the bumps in the trunk. You might want to go zoom, zoom, zoom in the boom, boom. Just shake your rump. You might want to do all that. But, and her mind may be right. But if there's no spiritual connection, guess what? She may not be a part, or he may not be a part of your spiritual tribe.
So we always talk about tribes as far as with different ethnic groups, but we never talk about the spiritual tribes that are there. And it's deeper than just a religion. And I'll tell you the reason why. I have a friend, he's passed on. He was a Muslim. His name was Luqman. His name was Luqman. He was a Muslim. He went to school with me years before I went there. You know, I think he graduated 85, 87. But back when I was a kid, he used to be out there teaching Islam. Always somehow we connected, always connected. He went over to Mecca, he did his Hajj, and he went over to he did his Hajj, and he was teaching over in Africa. So when he would come back, I would see him at the library and we would talk. One of the key things I liked about him, that dude was a dynamic listener. So he'd be like, he'll be standing. I wish I could stand up like he'd be like, yeah, brother. He was expert, but there was a connection between me and him. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see he tagged me in pictures. I'm like, dude, how does this guy tag me in pictures? But Luke, man, we had a connection because we were part of the same spiritual tribe, but different religions. Imagine that. That according to man's view, it says that shouldn't happen. He should be over with Allah. You should be Jesus Christ and all like that. But he was what? He was part of my spiritual tribe. Anytime we talked, I was like, wow, bro, that's deep. I can't believe. But he was part of my spiritual tribe. So when he passed, the last time I seen him, he came to my job. He was walking through. He had cancer. Had a beautiful wife from London, beautiful, humble wife. And even then, what's going on, Misha? What's going on, Sonia? What's going on, everybody in the chat room? Even then, he was still walking around in the midst of his cancer, and he didn't wear it. I hear you, brother. I'm listening to you. He was always receptive. He never judged. Let's pay attention to this. He never judged because I was a Christian and he was a Muslim. No, I was his brother. Actually, I was his little brother in the sense of because he was many years older than me. We miss so much because the spiritual side of the game. He had some aspects of the game for us with travel I need. But if I would have been stopped because he was a Muslim, in which I had some Muslims in my family, guess what would have happened? I would have missed some intricate parts because I didn't recognize that this man was part of my spiritual tribe. Man, we teaching too much today, man.
I'm telling you, it's when the circle that you make, and you know they always talk about making small circles. The reason why they say your circles are small is not because the less people, the more effective. No, it's so that you have a chance to focus your strength. And you can't do that if things are dissipated across too many people. And it doesn't matter if you have a large family or not. You still have a nucleus of people that are within your circle. And your circle may not include people that actually are blood related. Okay. We actually learn how to make that circle when we do make our own families, of course, you know, the two spouses, the children, we learn to do that probably later on. But that intermediary period when you're picking your family members who bring you value to the time when you get into your first serious relationships, those are circles you're choosing. And your chosen circle is your tribe.
Right. I'm sorry, Trav. I didn't even see it. Here's the link, Trav. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. So that's why it's so important, man. If they understand the spiritual side of the game, man. Trav, if you dare, pick up the link right there. Look at what True Easy said. And he donates. Trav, there's the link in the, I didn't see you. I'm a Muslim, but the messages of the Deacon class resonate with me. It's a spiritual thing, LDA. Oh my God. Jono, man.
Bombs. Dropping bombs.
Dude. So your spiritual tribe may not be made up of what you think it should be made of. But when they connect with you, you speak without words, but words that only the spirit of that tribe understands. We're throwing too much game, man, dude. But Patreon is set up. It's man, this might this is I'm just wanna too much, man. Just too much.
Listen, I think even when if we toss it around, these are things that we need to expand upon even further. And right now, we're laying the foundation, even by taking the way we're doing it, and talking about some specific things. We still need to go and break down the definitions of some of these terms, and I think that's going to be the perfect thing for Patreon.
Yeah, Trav is here, so I want you guys to really understand. Trav, what's going on, bro?
Yeah,
what's going on, brother?
What it do?
So I know you've been listening, man. So what we're in what we're talking about, how does how does that, you say we all got to be how does this resonate with you what we're talking about?
Oh man, it's funny because you were talking about this, we were talking about this, but not in the same thing. But I remember we had a conversation, and remember I was telling you, I was like, I think I've been like overly intimidating certain chicks, showing too much game, because how I'm coming off is that they're just a notch. So yeah, you can have too much game with certain women. Women can read you and be like, because I'll get women a lot of times be like, you're an F boy, it seems like. And I'm like, what does that mean? You don't even know me. But they're trying to read my energy and my spirit. That's what they're getting from me, that's what I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing I kind of saw. And I kind of saw it from two, because I would strike out with women more when I wasn't trying to connect to the spiritual. What I mean by that is you don't act platonic with the woman, but you're not going to connect with her spirit and her energy if you're not vetting her enough and asking the right questions. And women want to be vetted, because if you don't vet them enough, they know that you're just objectifying them for sex. They don't want that. Every guy just wants to smash. Why do you think they chase the guy that doesn't want to smash a lot of times? Mm-hmm. Because that's the one guy that's not giving them the validation they usually get. So now they're like, okay, that doesn't mean they're going to chase, but they might be more interested at first a lot of times, because they're like, okay, what's up with this guy? Like, he's not thirsty like the other guys. So what is it? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so important first. That's why it's so important to have the spirit as a man, because we talk with 3 men here. It's so important that you have the spiritual side of the game in place as a man. And you also able to recognize, when you see a woman who's part of what? Your spiritual tribe.
Yeah.
See, most guys go for girls who are not part of their spiritual tribe because, as you just said, they're trying to get a notch in their belt to impress someone else. But the spiritual man, or the man who's connected with his spirit connection, guess what happens? He's able to discern, yeah, you cute, you got the bumps, you got the stuff I like, but the channel that you on, I'm not on that channel. And it's not what she's doing, it's that you pick up on her spirit, that if you tap with her, she bring you up or down.
Mm-hmm. That's a definite fact. And the thing is too is, I think guys, though, let's just be honest. I think because it's different, guys do need to get a certain number of notches under their belt for experience. I don't think it has to be hella high, but you have to have experience a couple times to know what things are. Like, I'm just being real. This is just me. But at this point in my life, physical intercourse is on the same level as a steak. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a lot of fun. There's very few things I haven't done. So it's like, with that said, I've seen it all, done it all almost. And I don't think personally you're probably going to knock my socks off physically. So my thing is, can I find somebody where I can get the spiritual side with that too? Now you're doing something, because I can find a bunch of bad chicks out here, but unfortunately, in our society, the prettier a woman is, the less she feels like she has to work or add to herself. So it's like, okay, where can I find that complete thing? Because as men, we still have to add to ourselves, even if we look pretty. I can't just, shameless thing, but I can't just look handsome and think I'm going to get women off that. Hell no, they look deeper. We got to do that too.
Right. So that's why it's so important. That's why I want to make sure we get this right here. The importance, I'm emphasizing this because I want men, and we got women here. We got a lot of women in here now. I love it. To understand the importance of the spiritual side of the game, because anybody can get their rocks off. Let's get this. Okay, we all past that point. Are you part of the thinking class, or are you just beginning in the thinking class? Okay, you should be hovering, because I know about the age group, should be hovering past that point. You should. That's the reason why we're talking about the spiritual side of the game, because I want you to make sure your connection is there. Recognize your tribe, but also not just recognize your tribe, you got to know the language of your spiritual tribe.
That's a fact.
Let me say that again. You got to know the language of your spiritual tribe, because you know what? They speak a different language that only you, if she says something to you, something in you should be jumping. So it's like in the Bible when Mary and Elizabeth, gotta get my Bible stuff together. Mary and Elizabeth, when one was married with John the Baptist, was pregnant with John the Baptist, and Mary was pregnant with Jesus. And when they came across each other, the babies jumped inside. So if we were to take that out and think about it, that person, that means they spoke the same language, they recognize each other. So the baby or the spiritual side of you recognize the Jesus or the John the Baptist in someone else. Man, this is too much, man. We just
not for real.
Huh?
You taking out a whole other plane there.
I know, man. I need a raise.
Because, bro, like, okay, this is true. Like, I was just saying this. A woman and women are more duplicit and dynamic than men on average. So what I mean is like men tend to be like all the way nerdy or like all the way hood and cool, or like men are more in extremes of personality and dynamics range. Women can do it all. Like you could meet a woman and she's in the notary club. She does all the nerdy stuff, works with children, does all that. And this is a true story, but yet still got drug dealers that have hit that. You know what I'm saying? Bisexual, you know what I mean? Like women can go all over the place. So what I'm saying is that if you're not reading her spirit, what you'll do is, and I've been guilty of this, you're going to put a mold on her from what you think. So you're going to be like, oh, she looks like a Claire Huxtable type. She wouldn't do this. She doesn't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Because you're assuming based off the mold you put her on from what you read from her. But if you actually get to know them and learn about them, what happens if she tells you certain things? Is just because she's the prettiest girl you've seen, you're going to let that slide? Because that's going to affect your interaction. It's gonna affect it, bro. Like now, if you just put her in a category of smash and all that, cool. But some men, when they want to find somebody that they want to really be with, they will lose their principles because they want to get that bad chick that they can show everybody. Like, this is my woman. But behind closed doors, bro, yeah, it looks good on the outside. But how many principles, spiritual principles, did you compromise because you wanted that physical thing?
Whoa. Stop right there, dude. Did you catch what he just said? Dude, man, I'm almost making one to speak in tongues over here. Shabbat. How many spiritual principles did you compromise? Dude, man, this today is too powerful, man.
That's a big thing with men and women. That's a big thing.
Hold up. Let me cipher that a little bit.
It's your floor. Your floor. Yeah.
How many spiritual principles did you compromise, man or woman, to be with that individual? Yeah. We need to sit right there. That need to breathe. You know how you get That need to breathe right there. How many spiritual principles did you compromise to be with that person or that individual? We're not talking about church principles. We're talking about spiritual principles, because then we're talking about the spiritual side of the game. Trav, that right there, that's a t-shirt. How many spiritual principles did you compromise to be with that individual? I know some got some pastors and teachers and prophets and Muslims. I got everybody listening, but that's deep right there. What you got to say about that, Jono?
No, I'm telling you, that's exactly what we're talking about. The sacrifice that you make with those particular principles is why you become drained. You become in a toxic situation.
Dude,
because you sacrifice your own morality. That's your morality. Okay. And if you have fundamental principles, which is what we're talking about here, the fundamental rules that you make for yourself, and there's some of them you haven't even known would even be broken until somebody breaks them first, right? You won't even know it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to continue to let that go. The even exchange we're talking about between the people, that connection will never be even because we break our own rules.
Dude.
And here's the thing I'm going to throw in there. And I'm sorry, certain ladies might not like what I say, but if you look at the Bible and look at it, what is a big theme of a lot of those stories? Men being on their purpose, a woman comes along and they have to fight their spiritual morality as far as their physical wants. That's in the whole Bible. Adam and Eve. Look at what do you call it? Samson, bruh. Samson and Delilah. He didn't check Delilah enough because she kept trying to find and poke at his weakness. And he was being naive to what she was doing. Why? Because he wanted a chick around him.
And then we look.
Now there's some spiritual. What I'm saying is, with all that said, it's like your spirit should be in tune to know. Like I would be asking myself, like, why are you asking me all these questions over and over again? Like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't checking that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
it was checking. Think about it. It was like think about it. Let me break something down, because you hit. Let me get now. Y'all maybe bring up my theology a little bit. He had a wife. He was dealing with prostitutes and got caught by Delilah.
mm-hmm.
He had a wife. He had prostitutes. That means he had what?
Yeah,
some side chicks.
Yeah.
But he got caught by the woman. Pay attention, ladies, because it's a two-way sword with.
Oh, you just froze up.
Froze. I'm gonna save a screenshot of that picture.
He'll come back.
He'll be back. Nah, but seriously, I'm mad because LDA like knows this better than I do with the like church doctrine and all that. But I'm just saying, bro, like most men I know, bro, like even like look at what men's whole purpose is. Do you think a lot of these men care to play football and play the Super Bowl just to play for football? No, because what do they think is going to be on the end of that rainbow other than money and status? Women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If men didn't have to be great, like, bro, I've said this all the time. Women complain about men not handling business. But I say this, if every woman said today, if you're a thug, a degenerate, and you're not handling as a man, we will not have sex with you. Every man would stop doing that, get their ass in the books, and take care of families. Because if they're not getting no, you know what? Why act that way? Men only act a certain way because they know there's benefits that come from that.
Sure.
Period.
Sure.
So you'd be like, why is this guy doing that? Why is this guy doing that? He's not doing that all just because that's what he wants to do. Part of that is because he thinks that that's his option to success.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There are levels to that success. A lot of if you're single, you're always going to be chasing. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is it's not even money is the goal. The goal really is to get your physical needs met, right? It's not even money yet. But then they know they have to have some money so they get to that point so that they can get, to the tail once they get some of that money. Once they stabilize, say the relationship level, then they go after the true successes, which is like the wealth building. You hear what I'm saying? Because now you do it with a partner that you could trust, and they can watch the till while you do all the hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly right. And that's the thing. Like, we're not. That's why society and relationships aren't working, because they're not working with that foundational basis. And the other thing,
be right back. He just had to reboot. So
yeah, I'll just finish this and let you go, LDA. And here's the other thing too, right? Is that is the basis of a relationship. Now, I hear a lot of people say this: relationships take work. What's wrong with that?
that's what hold it.
Yeah. You see, I see. I got a good point. Maybe hit that mic. I'm like, what is wrong with that? Have you ever done anything that
was my hands up to that? You're right. Come on, like.
So I hate when I hear people say that. When I hear, well, relationships take work, then you must be lazy then.
Exactly.
Like,
getting a raise is hard work, but you're willing to put in the time to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting the right physical shape is hard work, but you're willing to go do that.
But you ain't willing to do that with a person you might build an empire with. How does that make sense?
Yeah. That's
Well.
And you're making a choice to be lazy. It's a choice.
Yeah, bruh. Why don't you be on my level where I'm frustrated, not because of the amount of women I get or my dating history. I'm frustrated because can I find somebody that I spiritually vibe with all the way? Because there's an abundance of physical pleasure in this 21st century. But when that went up, the spiritual pleasure went way down. And that's where we're at right now. Everything is ratchet right now. Even white people are ratchet right now. I call it watchet. White ratchet. Look at these Trump supporters. That's white ratchet.
Yeah, they're showing
the most ratchet president was white. So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like we're in weird times right now.
So that's can you hear me? You guys back? All right, good. Computer said he wanted to take a break, so I had to tell her to come back from the break. So, but yeah, what I was saying, because y'all guys were going in, I heard y'all. I wanted to say about Delilah, the thing about this, I wanted to get this about Delilah. I want the women to catch this, I want the men to catch this about Delilah. Even though Samson had a wife, he had some side chicks, prostitutes he was messing with. The thing about Delilah, what she did, because most people demonize her and don't understand her. Of course, her intentions were wrong for what she used. But I want you to catch this, ladies, and I want you men to catch this. She offered a place for him to lay his head. She offered him a place to lay his head so that he can rest from war. Then she began to what? Question him about the source of his strength. Pay attention, ladies. Are you offering a place for a man to what? Have a place to rest? Second of all, for the men, are you aware of where you're resting your head at?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone to war, or if you worked all day to go and rest your head in a place that you're actually getting drained even more?
Yeah. And shout out to LDA. Your swag's on 99 today, bro. I like that puff vest right there.
Oh, nice. Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. John, this is a Gov move. You know that's Gov right there, ain't it? Yeah,
absolutely.
You got to understand that. Y'all better catch what I'm saying today. You got to be. We're talking about the spiritual side of the game. This show right, I might have to pull this with your Patreon, man, because since Patreon is set up. Okay. You got to watch where you lay your head, men and women. Are you giving a place for men to lay their head at and rest, and not bombard him with constant questions when he came, like John said, from war or work, business, or whatever he's doing? Man, we talk this. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:22, man. This
I got 10 minutes and I'm back. But nah, bro. And the thing is too, is like, even when a woman has you come over and she's being compliant, a woman can be compliant, but is she compliant and does she fit your program? Because she could be compliant, but she could have bad habits that you take through osmosis.
Like you said, break your own rules, right?
Exactly. So she's compliant, but you don't like drugs and she's a coke user. But she's the baddest woman you've ever seen. And she ain't breaking and using that coke habit for you. And you want to mess with her. So what you going to do? You going to start doing it? You going to let her do that and be cool with it? That's the baddest chick you've seen though, right? That's really testing your abundance right there. That might be a deal breaker for you. She might have something in her past where she's been a cheater or the type of men she's dated in the past. Do you feel like that represents a good person to be the mother of your children? But you're going to let that go because she's bad, right? And then I've had even women tell me things I didn't like. And I said, you know what? You're not maybe a bad person, but for me, I don't like certain things you disclose about yourself to me. I just don't like that. Oh, well, nobody has to know. Only I have to know. That's it. I'm the one that has to live with you every day. So I don't care about that.
Woo, boy, y'all got Trav came over here preaching. Avi came up. Trav came over here preaching.
Can these two get together?
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be complete nonsense.
Right. Trav done disappeared.
It's like destroy the church time, you know? Got the halo.
You got the halo.
Holy crap.
Oh boy. You got the shield. You look in the mirror. Woo!
Been dropping jewels today.
Where can you have respect like this? Where can you have game like this? He up there.
That's that church move right there. That church.
Yeah.
Trav came on here. All right, best comic relief segment ever. But you know what? Y'all don't realize that he said, hey, they came from North Carolina. They came,
Oh, this is where they pass the collection plate right here. This is the part where
Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app.
Yeah, that's it. This is offering right now.
Hit that cash app. Hit that PayPal. Hit that. Come on. Hit it. Woo, this is a good show right here. You might go on Patreon.
Give it a subtle hint. Oh, I need to fan myself.
Oh, you defend myself.
Oh, the fan. Hey, you just killed it, bro. Hey, the fan, bro.
Woo! I feel that one, Jono. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Afi got that Arab money since he half Arab. Expert level stack.
If y'all ain't never had this, is a real game, boy. Game disappeared again. You'll probably the dog's gonna be shouting.
Hey. Hey. Oh, the fucking shake weight.
Oh I'm done.
Hey, some of these women need that though, because that would improve some of their skills. But anyway, hey, but look at that. I'm not even thinking about women, and someone's trying to hook me up with one. You see how that works? Why? Because the spirit is in line. The energy you're putting out, you're casting out good energy. You reap what you sow. Boom, receipt right there.
Travis,
I want some hookup too. What's up? I got a yellow leather hat on. What's up with that? I got a yellow snapback. You ain't never seen that before.
woo, boy, I'm telling you, boy, y'all done showed out today. The spirit was moving today. What Trav came on there preaching.
I told you for some reason this topic aligned with what I'm going through right now. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? When you said that, I was like, thank you, bro. Because we had that conversation. I think maybe in the chat, but I was like, bro, I think I'm like coming off too gamed up with certain people. Like I intimidate too many girls sometimes. And that's because of the energy you put out.
I'm tired.
Woo.
Not cardio.
You had your workout for the day.
Because you can have game, but if it's coming off as like sleazeball or like manipulative or not in tune with your spirit, it's still not good. It's like, okay, you got game, but now she can't trust you.
Woo. Come on. Preach, Trav.
You know there's an element of trust that has to be there.
Let's get Trav on this solo. Say that, preach, Trav. Come on.
No,
Well,
seriously, like if you come off like you can have game and women can read you have game, but it's almost like, do you have good game or you have evil game? As far as how they're gonna, as far as for them, if you come through and they're intimidated by it, or they feel like you have so much game that you're gonna basically kind of like run through them, or they can't get a grasp on you, or it's not gonna be favorable to them, they're gonna run, bro. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. You have to put off an energy that's not going to put them off and make them insecure. Your game has to make them feel secure, not insecure like that.
Hey, you know what? Before I go, I got to make an apology, bro, real quick. Shout out to my brother, my big bro. I love you so much. LDA, my little brother Trav, my big brother Jonah. I want to make oh man, this is a hard one to say, but I am sorry. I know we're supposed to be alpha all the time, Lawrence. I'm sorry. I can't be dancing around doing all of this stuff. I got to be alpha, and I got to keep my masculine frame the whole time. I apologize. I know I'm supposed to keep masculine frame, Lord. I know I'm supposed to be tough all the time. We know we're not supposed to smile. Yeah. We ain't supposed to smile. We ain't supposed to dance. But the energy make us want to prance.
Wow.
So I have to agree with that, but even though it's in God's will, faith without works means nothing.
Crap preaching today. Come on.
You still gotta put in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta put on the balance.
Hey. Look at my proofs real quick since you got that. Hold on.
Woo! Very ready today.
I promise to not smile. I promise to not dance. I must be alpha at all times. I must be a master of a man.
Dreaming.
You must.
You can't escape the church.
I know it can't.
You can't.
I think, man, it's in me.
Woo! Try as hard as you can. Would you hear that? Hear me?
Don't take the video LDA down because I'm gonna put that on Instagram.
Boom, little chain up. Boom. Oh, what's this? Oh, boom. Yeah.
You heard me, Lawrence? I'm gonna put it on the Instagram stories.
Somebody said I put the spirit today.
Yeah, you see them organs? Undertaker organs.
Oh, Nelly, you missed the Holy Ghost, bro. You missed the whole part, bro. You came in, or was he already here?
I need to go back and watch it.
Get Travis. Go ahead, Alfie. Come on.
Don't do it. If I hear some music, something's gonna happen.
Oh, come on now.
Hey, go back to Sonya, the last comment you have. I hate shows that only take a man's perspective, and this is interesting. That's because you ain't met men like this. You've been around boys.
You're not afraid to visit
Now,
both
you gonna stay on for a minute, or you gonna end out?
I'm here. I guess I'm here. I guess the spirit is moving. I guess I'll be here for a minute now.
All right, I'm gonna try to come back. I gotta go check in. That was a nice little cameo right there. That was a good time. Follow me on the ground, cause I'm Alpha Flame. Okay, go do this. Go do that. I'm a man, Alpha.
We just say yes. The Lord guide us and act through us hands. We listening. Y'all better catch it today. Oh, okay. You got to go back and
I'm gonna
listen.
add my own little artifact here. We in the what class?
The thinking class. So that you don't miss what we talked about today. I got to put my preacher voice on now. So you don't miss out what we talked about today. We talked about the importance of having a spiritual connection. We talked about the importance of making sure that you know your spiritual tribe, because everyone is not a part of your spiritual tribe. And you got to know your spiritual tribe's language, so that when you connect with them, you're connecting not just on the physical level, mental level, but on a spiritual level. Y'all better catch what we're saying today. This was
power packed.
Going in on that chord, yeah. Yeah, got a little deeper on that one.
You better catch this. See, y'all ain't
take that so serious.
Y'all better catch this. I know they watching. You cannot duplicate this in the manosphere. Well, you can't dupe this in the red pill. This is
red pill can't hold it. You can't contain it.
Y'all better catch this. And people realize that it saves them a whole lot of headaches, right? And the reason why we're doing this, because like I said, we're talking about the spiritual. I didn't say religion. I didn't say what church. Right. I said your spiritual connection.
Right. Hey, y'all, I gotta peace out because I was on break. I gotta go back to work.
All right, Reverend Trav.
Changing web browsers, but all right, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Peace, bro. Great to have you, bro.
Yep, love y'all.
That's crazy. My friend Clarence, you don't remember Clarence, right?
Yeah.
He was watching. He's laughing. He's laughing in the messenger right now.
Really?
What are y'all doing?
Dude, man, you can't escape. I can't escape it.
Nah, but you know what? What we talked about today, it brought forth the spirit. You see? And the spirit had to come out in the whole screen.
Woo! It had to come out.
And this is just the organ is just another frequency.
That's all it is.
The sounding, the stomping, that's another frequency. That's spirit. We're showing you something if you could catch it.
That's all it was. We were changing the frequency so that you can receive the message that you needed to hear today. Dude, man, this was I felt it at the beginning already when we were talking.
It was traveling. It was definitely traveling. We arrived right in front of the double red doors.
Right. Y'all, then you welcome Sonya. Thank you for everybody. Nobody hit the Cash App, hit that PayPal like they do this. Hit the PayPal and the Cash App and Super Chat, because y'all got something today. How to be doing? I want you to come down. Come on down. Come on.
Come to the front. Come to the front.
Thinking class was in rare form today. I can't run from it.
Get your spirit saved.
What's the Cash App? $ Lawrence D. Adams. That's the, somebody put in the chat room. Somebody hit that Cash App. Lawrence D. Adams. Bring them to Patreon. Patreon is only going to be what? 7. I want y'all to get this. Dude, man, this is powerful, man. It's sitting right here. And we went past time on a Wednesday. Went past time and look at the numbers. 20. Something's moving. Somebody need to get the, somebody needs to know what? Somebody needs to, should I put the Patreon? It's not set up yet. Should I still put the link in there? What you think?
Well, they get ready. Put it in there. People go in there at that time when it's ready.
Thinking Class. It is Thinking Class 1. So Patreon, what's it? patreon.com/the Thinking Class 1. That's where you'll find it. Y'all ready, man? Wow, this was, dude, man, this is deep right here. Man. Somebody, thank you, True Easy. He just dropped something in the Cash App. The number today, 777. Woo! Can't run from it, John. I don't know what's in us, huh?
Like I said, it wasn't that we were never going to bring it up, but this is an important side of it.
There you go. Jonathan W. with the, there you go. Appreciate that. 777 is the number. Hit the Cash App, Lawrence D. Adams. Patreon, what did I do with the Patreon? The Thinking Class 1. You'll see it. It's only $7.77 to join there. And you're going to get, dude, if we cut up here, imagine on there.
No limits. There's no limits.
No limits. Somebody needed to hear this today. Y'all thought I was, they thought I was for play. You didn't know we got depth.
Mm-hmm. We're all over the place today.
Dude, but it was so on point though.
Yeah, we had to get it for the middle of the teaching. Remember, this is the third part. We had to join some very important pieces, and it all came together nicely.
Another super chat. Thinking Class is real. Give back. Give it. Give back if you can. What you've been blessed with, brothers and sisters. Stay safe. Stay strong in the spirit, y'all. And he's Muslim. Come on.
Peace, Trey. Peace.
Come on. Y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. My favorite birthday 7. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Completion, right. Wow, man. 19. I'm trying to go, man. I'm trying to go because I gotta go. But it was so good. These nuts got the game. He gave. Do y'all see this? Even these nuts gave $2 and what? Come on. It's done. Let me get this. Because you said something right there. I'm already open to receive. I'm allowing it to happen in my life right now. I'm connected to the spirit, not the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God. Let me say that, because I don't need to connect to the devil. To the Spirit of God. I'm connected already. I'm connected. This is my day. It is already done. I'm already open to receive. Catch it. I'm already open to receive. Man, I guess I can't get away from who my calling is. I'm already open to receive. I'm already open to receive. Circulation. There you go. Circular return. Not Muslim, but I do respect you, sir. I'm just me, and I follow God. All right. I'm already open to receive. I'm already open to receive. Y'all better catch this. Because if it happened for us, it can happen for you.
That's facts.
Man, this is powerful, man. And 17. Even these nuts are saying it. There you go. Sharice with $5. I'm already open to receive. He said, how much? Look at that.
You definitely in some church.
Yeah. Y'all better catch this. 18 watching. Come on. I'm already open to receive. Circular return. You guys are getting it. If it happened for us, money out of nowhere came up, right? For both of us, right?
True.
It got to happen for you. Why do you think we're talking about the spiritual side of the game? And we going past the time, and I got to go. Come on. The portals are open. The heavens are open. See? Stop it. I'm trying to go. Don't ask what that means. She gone. Look, Sharice, come on. I'm already open to receive. Y'all better catch it. Doing this is reminding you that there is abundance and that you already open to receive. Man, we have to go, man. Y'all gonna get me crying up in here. Because it's so real what we're talking about. When you got players in the game, really on alive, dancing and shouting, it's real.
A real connection. This is our tribe. That's why we vibe.
Say that again. Put that in the chat before we go. This is our tribe. That's why we vibe. That's it right there. We got to go on that one. This is our tribe. That's why we vibe. Put that in the chat room. This is our tribe. That's why we vibe. This is the thinking class is my tribe. That's why we vibe. Number for the day, we got to stay resonated up. 777 is the number. The thinking class have received you, Elia and Jana. Wow. This is our tribe. That's why we vibe. Woo! Woo! I almost want to enter into another. You know what I want to? You know what's kicking in the background, right? The P, the prop. They ain't ready for that yet. This is something else. 777, baby. That's it. Well, this is Lawrence. John, you got anything you want to say?
It's all been said.
This is my tribe. That's why we vibe. Salute to everyone. If you missed today, this might go to Patreon in a couple days. This one. Because it's so powerful. Peace. We'll let the organ play out. Let me turn the cameras off, my camera off.